Lil Yachty's past with Nicki Minaj is once again getting addressed as he claims that Nicki Minaj still has him blocked over what happened. You'll be shocked to hear her reasoning and what Lil Yachty had to say in his defense. Lil Yachty and Nicki Minaj's falling out was one for the books, as the incident still seems to haunt Yachty years later, as he seems to have great regrets about how things went down in 2018 and how his relationship with Nicki has developed. At the time, his comments about the two rap queens set off a chain of events that led to Nicki blocking him on social media, a move that has seemingly had a lasting impact on Yachty's feelings about the situation and how damaged his relationship with Nicki has been. For those who may not recall, Yachty first declared his allegiance to Cardi B during an interview with BET in 2018. When asked if he would collaborate with Nicki Minaj, he replied, "I couldn't as much as I probably would want to." It didn't take long for Nicki to catch wind of the remarks, and in typical Nicki fashion, she had to have the last word as she immediately blocked him on social media. While Yachty quickly tried to explain himself after the interview went viral, he only seemed to make things worse as he decided to bring Cardi into the conversation. He tweeted, "That's not even what I said. Cardi shows me too much love for me to be in the dark about who I side with. I fuck with Nicki though, been did since elementary school, they just twisted my words." And despite his attempts to do damage control, the fallout was already in motion, as bringing up his loyalty to Cardi served to officially sever any connection he could have had with Nicki. By 2020, Yachty was still regretting the consequences of his comments, as he brought up the issue by explaining that Nicki still had him blocked because of what had happened. At the time, he made it clear how much the block continued to bother him, as he felt hopeless in the situation without a way to reach Nicki and apologize properly for offending her. Now, years later, during an appearance on Shannon Sharpe's Club Shay Shay podcast, Yachty reflected on the incident once again, expressing how full of regret he still is over their fight, even seemingly regretting defending Cardi.
And to be honest, I hated that I even answered that question, because I kind of just inserted myself in something that had nothing to do with.
However, he attempted to keep the peace on both sides, as he acknowledged how talented they are and how much respect he has for both of them, regardless of their personal differences. But he also admitted that he could see how his loyalty to Cardi B was interpreted as a direct insult to Nicki Minaj, which is something he deeply regrets, as he is seemingly still blocked by her to this day. However, he also shared that he actually hasn't made any real attempts to fix the situation through mutual connections, even when it was suggested that Drake might be able to help. Yachty also described how intimidating he finds Nicki in person, which only makes the situation more difficult for him to get past, as he's scared to confront her and bring up the past again, especially with how awestruck he still is by her.
She just glow like a lava lamp, and she's short, and she's so beautiful, and she just walk around. And
while it's clear he wishes he could go back and handle things differently, Yachty seems to be stuck in a situation where he has to love with the fact that he has a strained relationship with one of hip-hop's biggest icons. However, this might be one of those situations where you simply have to learn things the hard way, as fans commented. Nicki had been nothing but nice to that man, and he chose to insert himself into something that didn't involve him. I hate when people randomly shade Nicki, and that somehow turns into her having beef with them.